Hello and welcome. If your car won't start and it is possibly battery related, like dead or drained battery, then this video might be for you, because I will show you how you can properly replace your standard lead acid regular flooded battery, and also how you can prolong your battery life by sharing with you how this non-OEM battery lasted me for more than 9 years. Even this car was mostly used on short in-town trips. And lastly, we will also test this battery to see how it's holding up after 5 years of use, because this video was actually recorded back in late 2021. So this new battery which I'm installing in this video is like 5 years old now in 2026 when I'm making this video. Before we start removing the old battery, the best way to check it is with a proper battery tester. Yes, you can use the basic multimeter, but you probably won't get the full picture. For example, this battery is completely dead and the engine won't even crank. Yet the multimeter shows a good voltage of 12.5 volts. However, the actual capacity and the state of health are close to zero. A multimeter can easily give you false or incomplete results, misleading you into hunting down issues that don't even exist. And later in the video I will show you how you can properly test it with a really good battery tester costing just around 20 to 30 bucks. And now we can disconnect, then remove the battery. And you can see me that I'm removing the positive terminal first, which is not the correct way. The correct way is to remove the negative first, then the positive. And I'm doing this because the terminal clamps were stuck, as I will show you later in the video. So anyhow, I should remove the terminals wires negative, then the positive. So now that the battery is out, you can see that I had much trouble with the negative terminal clamp removing from the battery post, which someone over tightened it obviously, so you can see many metal shavings which I had to brute force it to remove it from the battery. On the other hand, positive terminal clamp was removed fairly easily, but it is heavily corroded. So our next job is to clean these terminal clamps and other connectors and basically prepare everything for the new battery. This particular battery is 70 amp hour and 640 cold cranking amps. My advice is to always fit the highest amp hour and cold cranking amp battery that can physically fit your battery tray, especially for diesels or cars with extra electronics. And here is a little tip. This battery is branded and sold from a well-known auto parts store in my country, but it's actually manufactured by Fiat, and they are a huge Italian brand and OEM supplier for major car brands. It's always worth checking the actual manufacturer, because you can get the OEM quality without paying the OEM price. For cleaning the terminals I use regular sandpaper, because everyone has access to the sandpaper, but you can use wire brush, or there is a special tool for cleaning the terminals. Then I use a brake cleaner to clean them and air to blow out the battery compartment. Then I use WD-40 just to clean them a little bit more and to give them a little anti-corrosion protection. There is a special terminal protection product, but it is applied only after the terminals are connected to the new battery. For my new battery I decided to go with the premium line from Topla, which is really well-known brand, at least here in this part of Europe. It has like 3 years warranty, and I also got really good discount for it. As I mentioned earlier, that is always better to go with a bigger in capacity, and so I decided to go with the 75 amp hours and 720 cold cranking amps. Of course with the same dimensions. Now we will check the voltage of the new battery. 12.55 is okay, but considering that this battery was sitting in some storage, it is always a good idea to use like a smart charger to top it up. Sure, if you are in a hurry or for whatever reason you can't, then you can go for a longer drive. Or you can do it in a few days, it really doesn't matter. You can connect it while the battery is in the car and you can leave it overnight. My charger is showing that the battery is not even half full, which you can see here in the right corner where the battery is blinking. So I will leave it charging and will come back in a few hours to see what is the status. Some 4 hours have passed since and the battery is still not fully charged, so I will leave it overnight. This is the next morning and the battery is finally fully charged, and now we can proceed and install it. I pre-installed all the terminal clamps of the car because it was more accessible that way. And I really struggled with that battery holder or clamp. It was really finicky, but I finally managed to put it in place. After battery is tightened and it's firmly in place, we can continue to connect the battery terminal cables. Correct way is to connect the positive terminal first and then the negative, which I'm doing correctly this time. Goal is to tighten it firmly, but don't over torque it. It's also good to test the charging voltage of the alternator while the car is running. It should be above the 13.8 volts, which is good. Now that everything is connected, tightened and working, we can protect the terminals and connections from corrosion and oxidation by using dielectric grease or specialized battery terminal protection spray. Some people are also using Vaseline, but be mindful that melting point is between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius. And some also use WD-40, which is okay, but it doesn't last long. And as promised, the best way to prolong your battery life is to connect your battery to a smart charger as much as possible. I bought mine from Lidl for like 15 euros years ago and it's been doing great. You don't have to remove your battery from the car, just connect it and leave it for a night or even for a few days if you can. If you don't have sealed battery, you can unscrew the caps and check the level of the liquid inside. If it is under the lead plates, you should top it up with the distilled water until the lead plates are submerged. Then you can also leave it on the charger. If you do this, your battery will be in top shape for years. Just as this one is 5 years after initial installation in this video in 2021, and now I'm testing in 2026, so you can see the state of health is 89% and state of charge is 100%, which is really great for 5 years of use. By the way, don't forget to plug in the battery vent hose. I really hope that this was helpful, and if you have some tips, please do share them in the comments below. And this is it for today's video. Thanks for watching and bye.